lesson we're looking at the addition rule of probability again, but this time for non-mutually exclusive events. Okay, so if you want to find the probability of A or B occurring, you would find the probability of A plus the probability of B, and then you would subtract the probability of those two events overlapping, which is well illustrated by a Venn diagram. Okay, so note that when A and B are mutually exclusive, the overlap is equal to the probability of the overlap is equal to 0. Okay, so let's look at example 1. One card is selected at random from a pack of 100 cards numbered from 1 to 100. Find the probability that the number on this card is even or less than 20. Okay, so the way to do this question is to look at the outcomes of the even numbers. That would be event A. The even numbers would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on right up to 100. So there will be 50 even numbers. And event B would be the numbers less than 20. Okay, and they would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right up to 19. And there's 19 numbers, obviously. And then the event that they both occur at the same time, so even numbers that are less than 20 will be 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on up to 18, right? Less than 20. There are 9 numbers in total. Okay, so applying the addition rule for non-mutually exclusive events, all right? We write the probability of an even number or a number less than 20 is going to be equal to the probability of getting an even number plus the probability of getting a number less than 20, and then subtracting the probability of getting both of those, an even number which is also less than 20, right? So the probability of getting an even number would be 50 out of 100 because there are 50 even numbers and there are 100 cards to choose from. So 50 out of 100, then plus the probability of getting a number less than 20 would be 19 out of 100, right? And then subtract the probability of getting an even number that is also less than 20. There are 9 of those out of 100. And when you do the calculation, you get 60 out of 100, which simplifies to 3/5. Example 2. In Year 7 at Mount Random High School, every student must do art or music. In a group of 100 students surveyed, 47 do music and 59 do art. If one student is chosen at random from Year 7, find the probability that this student does A, both art and music, B, only art, C, only music. Okay, so let's look at the numbers given in the question. The question tells us there are 47 students doing music and 59 students doing art. If you add up those two numbers, you get 106 students. However, the question does say that the group only consists of 100 students. So if we've added this up to be 106, it means that 6 students are doing both art and music. Okay? So you set up a Venn diagram. It's probably the best way to help you along in this question. And overlap your art and music because obviously there are students doing both subjects. So you're going to put 6 in the middle. Okay, so you start off with that, with 6 in the middle, and then you work out how many only do art and how many only do music. So you look at music, 47, it says 47 students do music. So you've already got 6 in here, right? So you're going to need another 41 to make a total of 47 that do music. In a similar way, you look at the art students, right? So there are 6 people already doing art, but we need 59 students doing art, so we need another 53. 53 and 6 make 59, right? So we've completed our Venn diagram. It does say that all of these students must do art or music, so you're not going to get anything floating around in here in the universal set. Okay, just thought I'd point that out. So we've worked that out. Once you've worked that out, you can now answer the question. So if a student is chosen at random from Year 7, find the probability that this student does both art and music, right? And your Venn diagram will tell you that, okay? It will be 6 students do both art and music, so the probability of a student doing both art and music would be 6 out of 100 students, which simplifies to 3/50ths. That's part A. Now part B, what's the probability that this student does only art? Have a look at the diagram again. Only art would be 53. So 53 out of 100 is the probability that the student would only do art. And in a similar way, part C, only music, right? There are 41 students that do only music. So 41 out of 100 is your probability of a student that does only music.